Today, I am pleased to present this last-minute gift and explain why it was offered to you. Before I show you how to meditate and communicate telepathically to others ascended beings, please allow me to return to the first incident preceding this event. In November 1995, the Supreme Master Suma Ching Hai initiated me into the Kuan Yin method. I've dedicated the past 27 years to this group, and I meditate religiously at least 3 hours a day. During the final week of September, I met a contact person in one of the Florida centers. The event transpired despite being blindsided by the fact. The contact person also happened to be a close friend. I shared with her the spiritual transformation that had taken place in my life, and that I was ready to spend my waking hours on this planet gathering the remaining of 2,800 soldiers from the Domain Expeditionary Force. At that moment, I was certain that being part of the rescue mission was my life calling, and I would visit the center from time to time to meditate. My spiritual progress ran into an obstacle after receiving an email from my close friend, informing me that I was no longer welcome to meditate at the center. The bad news left me feeling dark and void because participating in group meditation has been my saving grace since my initiation, 27 years ago. After the initial shock, I realized it was time to exit the group and stand on my own 2 feet regarding my spiritual journey. I respectfully bowed my head to thank my inner master for spending 27 years laboring and helping me to achieve ultimate enlightenment. I asked my inner master to leave, and we have since parted ways. I faced darkness days after exiting the group because daily meditation became an uphill battle as a result of lacking assistance from my previous master. So, in the moment of desperation, a thought came to my consciousness: why don't you ask Source? So I did. The Source came through and said Source would be there for me when I meditate. My meditation took off immediately after the encounter. Rameth, the Anunnaki land leader, and I had a conversation during my last visit to the center. He taught me how to meditate and mount a defense against any assault from the old empire. Nobody can take you off your center when you meditate correctly. The old empire failed to conquer Rameth's soul despite subjecting him to electrocution for 30 years using millions of electricity. Rameth escaped and directed Death to destroy the entire Mars base from the old empire. So here I am. I will show you how to meditate without requiring a meditation center. Moreover, you will experience a 100% restoration of the benefits of meditation. It's the same technique Buddha and Lao Tzu used and many other enlightened masters. How to meditate the most effective way. This method I'm about to share will enhance your current state, and your source of initiation does not influence how it works. I realized that my approach to meditation was flawed after speaking with Rameth and receiving his instructions. The technique is familiar, and I am sure you've heard about it, but you probably didn't realize its potency. While seated or standing, focus all your concentration on your third eye or crown chakra for the entire span of your meditation. This technique requires 2-hour daily sessions to achieve maximum benefits. As you focus on the crown chakra, watch out for distracting thoughts. You will say stop to any image or sound or thought that comes to your consciousness. Do this as many times as you need to. The end goal is to make sure you have a blank mind during the 2 hours requirements each day. Applying this technique for the first time leaves you feeling exhausted because the power of focus is very potent and taxing. The body requires 2 weeks or less to adapt to this method. Once this is underway, you'll feel so elevated that you wouldn't desire your former meditation methods. Extra pillows for lumbar support aren't necessary because you will automatically sit upright. It's such a huge relief considering that I constantly required something for my back. Secondly, how do you send and receive telepathic communication to Source or any other master? You can either choose to sit or stand, then open your palms. Imagine a stream of white light beaming from above your head down to your heart and out to the palms of your hands. Do this for as long as you feel the light is grasped sufficiently. Next, join your palms to create a ball of bright white light. Put a short and sweet message at the center of the white ball. Do not abuse this method, or the gift will be taken away from you. Let's say you want someone to text you. Put "text me" in the center of this ball of white light, and when you rub your palms together for 20 seconds, you will throw that ball of light to that person's image in your mind's eyes. That is all. Usually, the reply arrives within 10 to 15 minutes or less. So, if you want to ask the source a question, how do you send it to source? With your intention to send it to source, you throw that ball of white light into the atmosphere. The same method of communication applies to other ascended masters. You can imagine their faces via pictures of them online or from other sources. Who is the authentic master on Earth at this time? I recommend you to become an initiate with the Supreme Master Suma Ching Hai. Her method is real, and she is an authentic and living Buddha. Ignore those that run these meditation centers as they don't represent the master, and use the technique I teach you to completely stand alone in your spiritual pursuit in case you have to. Is divine love an essential while romantic love is irrelevant? I believe we should ask a fundamental question: what is the purpose of becoming a human being? Who among us ever wishes to visit Earth and exercise this useless emotion? I believe we want to become human beings to experience all things high and low, including love and pain. The pain experienced while in a romantic love has inspired infinite wonderful songs, as well as other amazing feats that we wouldn't dare to touch if we were not in love. Personally, experiencing romantic love is fundamental in one's quest to experience a full spectrum of human existence and to step into the threshold of unconditional love. I want to preserve it to the best of my abilities. Although it has brought nothing but pain to my existence, I wouldn't want to trade it and become a stone Buddha. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope this technique helps you a lot and carries you far into the land of blissful meditation. The domain's goal is to lift humanity out of bondage. However, we must do it for ourselves both on a collective and individual level, since the domain cannot achieve its objective by itself. The only path to liberation is through focus and intense meditation. Drop your book, drop your audio, drop your news media, drop everything and go back to your core self. Learn how to meditate as it is with you for eternity, and you are free from anyone or any force that is trying to confine you within their grasp. Meditation is the only true way out of any illusions you are currently subjected to, or about to experience.